live on Instagram, live on YouTube. I look bright than a motherfucker. And I'm already cussing. Too early. But whatever. Let me find my app. It's crazy that I lost it. What's going on, John Watson? What's the deal, T Riddles? Man, you gotta book me at the yellow door, homie. What's going on, man? I'm trying to get in at the yellow door. What am I doing? Logitune. Cause I do gotta fix my lighting. Lou Fly Talker, what's the deal? What's happening with you, Hirsch? Oh, oh, what's happening with y'all? John Watson, Sports for You podcast. Y'all already know. The squad. Okay. You gotta get the brio. And how do I fix my lighting? Cause I'm washed out. I'm super bright on here. I'm too bright. I don't like that. And it's like they not finna let me fix it. Zoom enable. Okay, boom. Image adjustment. Exposure. Turn it down. Cause I'm too bright. Gain. Brightness. Drop it down. Cause I'm too bright. Okay. Much better. Peanut butter. All right, let me see. What's going on, cuz? Let me get the show started. Thank you to y'all in the YouTube who hit that like button. We gonna get the damn show started. What's up, bro? I got a show in Compton today too, cuz I'm gonna be in the city. 12 Kyle, what's that? And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolemite, for the Too Much Game podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. My nigga maxed out for the motherfucking bankroll. There is a minute building. Shit. Me and that nigga, we probably do a show next week. Cause y'all niggas know. Motherfuckers gotta line it up, nigga. We gonna make that shit happen. And yeah, I either text you or DM you, cause I'm gonna be in the city. It's an open mic, but I'll let you know. I'll probably hit you when that shit is booked. But let me see what y'all niggas saying. What's the deal, motherfucking King D Sports Betting? 12 Cal, Big Baller, everybody in the motherfucking chat. Today's episode, we gonna talk about motherfucking accountability, my nigga. Go ahead, drop the music and shit. My nigga Hirsch, motherfucking Hillside, motherfucking building. But yeah, nigga, we were supposed to have maxed out for the bankroll, had some technical difficulties. But we for sure gonna make that happen because y'all niggas already know. Friend of the show. Family of the motherfucking show. The ism. Always welcome, my nigga. But yeah, nigga, today's episode, we gonna talk about accountability, dog. Like, you know, I feel like in life, you get a lot farther when you can acknowledge the fact that a whole lot of the bad luck and even good luck that's happened to you is your fucking fault. You know, the title of the fucking episode is It's Your Fault. You know, oh yeah. And I guess I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge Valentine's Day just passed. You know, shout out to everybody who got some good shit on Valentine's Day. Shout out to everybody who didn't get shit on Valentine's Day. Shout out to everybody who got some coochie. You know, shout out to all the ladies who got some dick. Hopefully, plenty of people got pregnant because we need more Scorpios in the world. So hopefully y'all was procreating the other day on Friday, so we can have more Scorpios in the world. Speaking of Scorpios, shout out Lady Scorpio up in this motherfucker. We need more Scorpios, my nigga. Valentine's Day is the best day to make babies. What's that Turk Links? What's the motherfucking deal, my nigga? But like I said, nigga, today's episode, you know, we just gonna talk about accountability, my nigga. Like, you know, a whole lot of people, instead of asking why this happened to me, should ask what I did to make this happen to me. Like, nigga, what steps did you take? Like, nigga, what was your role in what happened to you? You know, a lot of times motherfuckers be in fucked up positions because they genuinely feel like life happens to them and they don't realize how much power they have over the circumstances that they in, my nigga. You know, a lot of times, nigga, you ain't broke because of the white man. You broke because you lazy, my nigga. You know, like the thing is, as much as we can blame a whole lot of factors on the positions that we in life, nigga, like there comes a time when you gonna have to take accountability for your role in your bullshit. You know, like, oh, I'm an alcoholic because my daddy was an alcoholic. Well, at what point, nigga, did you decide that being fucked up all the time wasn't the right thing to do? You know, oh, I beat women because I saw my daddy beat my mama. I'm a woman beater because that's how I was raised. Like, nigga, there comes a time in everybody's life where you gonna have to start knowing better, my nigga. Like, nigga, you know that what happened with your parents, nigga, that's an excuse that only children can use, my nigga. Like, nigga, after a certain point in your life, like you gonna have to acknowledge the fact that you just full of shit. You know, like there's a whole lot of shit that, you know, I saw growing up that I was raised around, nigga. Like I was surrounded by these things. But nigga, at a certain point, like it was like, that's not right, nigga. I gotta stop following in the footsteps of bullshit that I was raised around. Whether it be, you know, techniques that your parents had that you don't like, you know, things that you saw your grandparents do that you don't like, you know, things that you was taught in school that you no longer agree with. You know, there's motherfuckers who was raised Jehovah Witness and they became Christian or they became Muslim, agnostic. There's motherfuckers who was raised Christian and now they uh Buddhist or some other shit, my nigga. Like just because you was raised a certain way, you know, just because you was raised in a certain environment, a certain city, don't mean like you got this excuse to be a bitch ass nigga. You got an excuse to be a punk ass bitch. Like, you know, just cause you a nigga who was raised by a single mom and you know, you didn't really have men in your life, nigga. After a certain point in life, like, nigga, you gotta know, like, this shit not right. This shit that I'm doing, this shit not cool. You know, like after a certain age, like it's not cool to say, oh, I was raised like this, so this is why it's like this. No, you're like that because you like that. Like, nigga, take accountability, nigga. You just a bitch ass nigga. Blackjack 94, Birmingham, Alabama, up in this motherfucker. What's the deal? And what you say, 12 Cal? If you know better, then you should do better. But that's not always the case for some folks. Exactly. My mom up in this motherfucker. What's up, mom? You know, and like that's the fucking thing, dog. Like a lot of motherfuckers, like they don't take accountability. They just say, like, oh, well, it's like this because it is. Like you'll find every excuse except for I'm lazy. You'll find every excuse except I don't feel like it. You'll find every excuse except for I just don't want to change. You know, because like I would tell motherfuckers, like just in general, a lot of people are not afraid to change. A lot of people, or no, it's not that they're not afraid. It's a lot of people seem to be afraid of success. A lot of people are afraid to make certain moves or make certain plays. But it's not even so much of them being afraid to do it as much as they afraid of the change that it's gonna bring. Like a lot of motherfuckers don't want to try shit because it's gonna involve a different lifestyle. You know, a lot of motherfuckers is afraid to move out of their town because they comfortable where they at. You know, like I say all the time, like a lot of motherfuckers, they don't want freedom, nigga. They want comfort on their plantation. They want comfort in bondage. It's the motherfucking deal, my nigga. King John, pardon saved our marriage. Like that's the thing. Like you want comfort in your circumstance. Like a nigga could literally tell you, hey man, you know, they got jobs hiring in Phoenix, Arizona, my nigga. You know, they paying forklift drivers $300,000 a year, my nigga. And you like Phoenix, Arizona. It's 300 racks, nigga. Man, I don't know, nigga. Like you'll find every excuse not to change, my nigga. You know, like I was talking about this shit like back in the day on Facebook, nigga. My nigga Cosmo. What's the deal? Step brother up in this motherfucker. Like I used to put on on my Facebook, my middle name on Facebook was anti-lame, you know, and it was because not like lame in the term that the way a lot of niggas use it, meaning like, oh, you a lame ass nigga, like you a simp or some shit, but like the way that I used the term was the inability to move, like lameness in the Bible, like you paralyzed. Like me personally, like I would always say, like if a job is not serving me, I'm leaving that job. If a relationship is not serving me, I'm leaving that relationship. Like the fear of change is not as scary as the fear of staying the same. The fear of staying in a fucked up circumstance. Like, nigga, I would rather go deal with whatever that unknown shit is than to stay in this bullshit and be unhappy. Stay in this bullshit and be fucked up, be broke. Like, I ain't the fucking one. My nigga, Aladdin Saddam, my motherfucking brother from Kansas City. What's the deal? Like that's the fucking thing. And again, a lot of motherfuckers will blame they boyfriend, blame they husband, blame they baby mama. Oh, I'm fucked up because of my baby mama. I'm fucked up because I stayed in this motherfucking marriage. Oh, this happened. Oh man, this is why I'm fucked up. No, you fucked up because you should have dipped. You fucked up because you afraid to leave your town. You afraid to leave the nest. You afraid to get off your mama titty. You afraid to get off your daddy insurance. Like a lot of motherfuckers is holding on to some bullshit ass situations because they afraid of what's on the other end of you actually doing something. Like me personally, like nigga, my biggest fear is never accomplishing shit. Like nigga, my biggest fear is never doing shit. Like damn, nigga, well, that what if I would have tried this? Like I would much rather try and fail than never had tried. I'm sitting here looking at niggas and like a lot of us who have talent, musicians and niggas like that, like I'm sure every nigga who rap, who can rap, who's tried rap, listen to certain niggas on the radio and be like, nigga, I'm better than that nigga. I could have been where he at. Yeah, but he did some shit you wasn't willing to do. Like how I talk about the not the 1%. A lot of 1%ers reach the 1% because they did what 99% of motherfuckers wasn't willing to do. They put in the work that 99% of motherfuckers wasn't willing to put in, my nigga. Like there was somebody who was willing to take a risk that a lot of people wasn't willing to take, and that's why they have what they have. That's why you don't have what they have. That shit, like I say, that's your fault. You where you at because of you. You ain't at where you at because of them. Like it's only so much that you can blame on other motherfuckers. It's only so much you can blame on your circumstances, your parents, your neighborhood, your upbringing. Like there's motherfuckers with no arms and legs doing more than you. There's motherfuckers who paralyzed. There's motherfuckers who came from way worse circumstances than you. Like, nigga, I tell motherfuckers that shit all the time. Like, nigga, when I think about all the times that I grew up, when I was homeless, when I was fucked up, when we was on the county and all this shit, like there's niggas who shit was way worse than mine and they doing better than me. So I can't use my background as no fucking excuse. Like nothing that happened in my past am I using as no crutch for why I'm not getting where I'm supposed to go. I'm not getting where I'm supposed to go because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Like I tell y'all about like the failure of my marriage. Like I don't be like, man, that punk ass bitch, I can't believe she did this and she did that. Nah, nigga, I had a real big role in my shit failing. It's my fucking fault, my nigga. Like I can't move through life feeling like life is happening to me. Like to me, that's bitch ass nigga behavior. To act like everything in your life is somebody else's fault. Like nigga, you don't have no control over your shit. You just running through life and everything is just happening to you, nigga. Like you that weak that you ain't making nothing in your life happen. Like that's weak as shit. And what you say hurts the devil, isn't always better than the devil you don't. Exactly. And what you say, bro, LMAO real talking to highlight this nigga really was an elf in his story. Never seen a hood nigga do that. Huh? All right, nigga. I don't know, nigga. I'm not a good reader. What you say, 12 cal, most everything that you want is outside of your comfort zone. One of my favorite quotes. Exactly. King D said, being broke before, that shit a nightmare. Yeah, nigga, like on some real shit, nigga. A whole lot of why I go so hard, I work so hard, I do so much is because I'm literally afraid to be broke, my nigga. Like the thought of being broke again scares the fuck out of me. Like when I talk about comedy and like the thing that helped me get over stage fright, I'm more afraid to be a failure than I am for niggas to not laugh at my jokes. I'm more afraid of being broke than I am of niggas not laughing at my jokes. Like that shit scared me way more. Like nigga, the thought of not being able to provide for my family is way scarier than the thought of some motherfuckers not thinking some jokes is funny, my nigga. Like it's a lot of shit that I fear that ain't got shit to do with some punk shit. Like the reason that I stay up so many hours and do so much, the reason that I'm trying to put my hands on so many things, pause, is because like nigga, I feel failure more than anything, my nigga. And not failure in comedy, not failure in podcasting, not failure in business. Because if y'all see the t-shirt I'm wearing right now, this is my clothing line, 7 Saturdays, my nigga. Like there was a time when I had a clothing line. I had to cut that shit short, but nigga, I'll try anything, my nigga. If it involves me elevating and doing better, moving forward in life, nigga, I'm willing to try because I fear being broke. I don't fear failure. What's going on, podcast? Nobody listens to. What's the deal? Like that's the fucking thing. Like I wrote some shit on fucking MySpace or some shit. And I basically have said, like, the reason that I fall on my face a lot in life is because I don't look down when I'm trying to move forward, my nigga. Like, I don't think about how something can go wrong. I only think about how something can go right, my nigga. What's the motherfucking deal, Real Spill Pod? What's happening, Vince Media? What you say, King D? Right? People love to play the victim in the blame game. Exactly, my nigga. And like that's like something like I don't argue in relationships a lot. Like I don't do that shit. I don't do the it was your fault, it was my fault, it was your fault. 99 times out of 100, I tell women all the time, hey, it's me. It's the problem. It's me. My fault. Whatever it was. If our relationship fucked up, blame me. Cool. It's my fault. I wear it. I wear the black hat every time, my nigga. Like me and King Germ, we've talked about this shit on the phone. Like, nigga, 99 times out of 100, any fucking relationship that you in, when it becomes over, the man gets to be the fucking villain. I'm used to it at this point. Whenever I leave a relationship with a female, it's always, what did you do? What you do, Anthony? What did you do? What happened? What did you do? Like, what? It's never what did she do? Like, how you know she ain't do something? Like even if the woman cheat, what you do to make her cheat? But if I cheat, nigga, it's just you just a cheating ass nigga. It ain't never she just a cheating ass bitch. It ain't never she fucked up. It's always what you do to make her fuck up. What's going on, my nigga Smeezy? My nigga Smash explains it all. What's happening with you, Don Mello? I see you. That's the thing. But like I said, like I don't mind wearing the black hat because in the failure of any relationship, I know I had a role. Even if the role that I had was simply picking the wrong person, I can acknowledge the fact that there was a mistake that I made that ended up in my misfortune. Like I genuinely believe that 90% of the luck that we have in life is created by us, our decisions, things that we've done, moves that we made. If you lose in the game of chess, my nigga, you lost. There's something that you did, my nigga, and that's the same as the motherfucking game of life, my nigga. If you losing at the game of life, it's because of how you play that shit. And what you say, Real Spill? Ambition is almost a lost characteristic. Niggas just give up when the going gets tough nowadays. It's like they don't even try. And like that's the fucking thing, dog. Like, when it comes to a lot of motherfuckers, like they put a ceiling on themselves. Like, and again, like I can acknowledge that in myself. Like, nigga, I didn't really have a whole lot of ambition. Like, one of the things, like I would always say, like, no matter what happened between me and my kid's mom, the reason that I'll never down her or talk down on her, the reason that like I don't never mind doing good things and helping her in life is because a whole lot of who I am is based on, what I saw myself based on fucking with her. What it was that I tried to do to improve myself to fuck with her. Like, nigga, I didn't have no ambition before I started fucking with her. Like, I was cool with the way that my life was going at the time. Like, shit, I had me a nice little cool little apartment, nice little cool little girlfriend, living in a little raggedy part of a raggedy ass town. Like, nigga, I was just cool having enough. Like, I ate today, got my dick sucked today, watched some cartoons. Life's good, my nigga. But like fucking with her is what made me be like, damn, nigga, I need to elevate myself. Like she be traveling, she work out, she in college, she doing ABC, she got it going on. Nigga, I need to step my game up to get with somebody like her, my nigga. It was at that point that I found ambition, like that I wanted to get more out of life and experience things and do shit and like, just elevate myself. Cause shit, nigga, if it wasn't for her, ain't no telling, nigga, I might be still living in a raggedy ass apartment complex somewhere in a dusty part of town, with a little, little punk ass little job, minimum wage type shit. Like, okay, this cool, long as I eat every day, I'm cool. But it's like, nah, nigga, like there's a whole lot of shit that I've done in my life just based on that little bit of like charge that she gave me, and it's like it's not like she created me or no shit like that, like not to minimize her role, but nigga, it just was that little bit of like, damn, nigga, I'm not doing enough. Like, let me step this shit up. That made me be like, okay, nah, nigga, now I'm finna like really step my game up. I'm finna be on my shit. And from then on, nigga, it's been up with me. And what you say, bro? Hey, accountability in all shapes and forms. Yeah, pretty much, my nigga. What you say, King D Sports Betting, man? I used to hit the ladies with, it's me, not you. I don't think I'm the right man for you. Man, dog, they would go crazy, fam. Some women even like this nigga cool. And like that's what it is with me, dog. Like I be real quick to nah, it's me. I'm the problem. I don't mind being the problem. Like I said, nigga, with the failure of my marriage, I'll wear the black hat. What happened, happened, and we both know what happened. But like I always tell her, if somebody asks you, tell them it's my fault. I don't mind. Like, one thing about me, and like this has just always been like who I've always been like as a person. I don't give a fuck who don't like me. I'm cool with the motherfuckers who do like me. If all your friends and family think I'm a piece of shit, that's cool. Let them think that shit. Because the truth is the truth. Like who I am, how I get down, what it is about me, what it is with me, it's always gonna be me. So the people who don't like me, I don't give a shit. Because 9 times out of 10, it reflects way worse on them than it do on me. Because there's nothing that I'm doing. There's nothing that you gonna see in me, pause, or on me and how I get down that's gonna make you think like, I don't like this nigga. I'm a real ass nigga. So if you don't like me, nigga, you just don't like real niggas. So if somebody can tell you something and it's gonna make you look at me different, that's on you. That ain't on me. Like I don't defend my character. I just do what I do. If you follow me on social media, if you be around me in real life, like you see, nigga, all I do is raise my motherfucking kids, go to work, do this podcast, do my comedy, make my motherfucking money, and mind my goddamn business. If you don't like that, nigga, that's on you. Nigga, I'm not finna sit up here and try to convince you that I'm anything other than what the fuck I am. I'm Deuce and Brownie Daddy, my nigga. That's it. I'm Nita and Anthony's son. Nigga, that's it. All that other shit, nigga, I ain't the best comedian. I ain't the best truck driver. I ain't the best podcaster. I'm just the best me, my nigga. I'm just out here doing what I do, dog. Like, I'm not trying to put up no front. I ain't trying to act no richer than I am or none of that shit. I'm just a regular nigga. So if somebody can tell you any sucker shit about me, go ahead and believe him, my nigga. Like I'm not finna fight you to try to pretend I'm some shit, like nigga, all you see of me is me. Everybody who's been around me in real life know me and the type of person that I am. So anything that a motherfucker can tell you contrary to that, if you want to believe it, nigga, that's your fucking choice, dog. Like again, like that's the thing, like nigga, I take accountability for my shit. If you ask me a question, I'ma give you the fucking answer. You can choose to believe it or don't, but I'm not finna fucking fight to make you believe something. I told you the motherfucking truth. I don't got no reason to lie to your motherfucking ass. I don't owe you no dishonesty. Who the fuck are you? Like if you don't believe what the fuck I said, cool. You don't believe me? They told you I stole something from their motherfucking ass. Okay. You believe that. You believe I stole something. Cool. All right. Yeah, I stole something from that nigga. Cool. A motherfucker tell you like I'm this suck ass nigga or like I lack integrity or some shit. Cool. That's cool. Because at the end of the day, like I tell people, dog, like the only fucking opinions in your life that should really genuinely matter is the motherfuckers that live behind your front door, my nigga. Like my kids love me, nigga. That's it. Like how Lil Wayne say, long as my bitches love me, nigga, my bitches ain't gotta love me. My nigga ain't nan bitch gotta love me, nigga. Long as Deuce and Brownie love me, I'm cool with that, dog. I'm cool with the motherfuckers that live behind my front door. Like, them the only motherfuckers who I owe my work to, who I owe my image to, who I owe my example to. Like, I do the best that I can to be the best that I can to set an example for them. I don't give a fuck about what other people think about me, my nigga. So if you run around lying on me, that's cool. And that's what I tell people, like in general, like my homeboys and homegirls who I give advice to. Like, don't run around this motherfucker trying to defend your character to motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you. Like, they don't give a fuck whether you up or down, whether you real or fake, whether you winning or losing. They don't give a shit. Motherfuckers gonna talk about you anyway. Live your life, make your money, take care of the motherfuckers that love you, nigga, and just move the fuck on. Like, nigga, your ass will be stressed the fuck out, worried about what 1,000 motherfuckers got going on and how they feel about you. I don't give a shit. Long as my bills is paid and my kids are straight, I don't give a fuck. That's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, a lot of motherfuckers is fucked up because they pay too much attention to shit that don't pay them. And what you say, bro? Uh, yes, sir. Thanks for supporting and watching my peace law. Yeah, nigga. Shout out to all these motherfuckers who you brought that I don't know. Shout out to all y'all new people in the law. What's going on, Unreachable Beauty? And what you say, Real Spill? Always ask myself, what did I do to get myself into this? Exactly, dog. You say, even if I didn't do what I was accused of, I did something. And like that's the fucking thing, dog. Like that's what it always is with me. Like I said, I never mind wearing the black hat. I don't mind being the villain. What's that, Neurotic? Like that's always my thing, dog. Like, okay, if somebody said I did something fucked up, especially if I did it, I'll tell you. Whenever people ask me about, my marriage or anything, like any fucked up circles, oh man, what happened to your business? Oh man, why'd you delete social media? Oh, why'd this happen? Why'd this? Like, I don't mind telling a nigga, like, I fucked up. Same as like me and my partner, nigga, back in 2010. We had a barbershop. Shit didn't go right, my nigga. Like, we had good intentions and bad execution, dog. Motherfuckers ask me what happened. I don't be like, man, that bitch ass nigga, man, that nigga, he fucked up, man. That nigga didn't do this, man. That nigga didn't do that. No, I just tell you what the fuck I did wrong. Nigga, we didn't have no licensed barbers, my nigga. Like we went about it wrong, nigga. We fucked up. I didn't know anything, nigga. I don't cut hair, nigga. Y'all niggas see my beard is all over the place. My shit is wild because I don't know shit about cutting hair, my nigga. I got a pair of clippers that I fucking do the best that I can with my little shit. And that's it. I don't know anything about cutting hair, but I felt like having a barbershop would be a good fucking idea. So we put some money up. The barbershop failed, nigga. My bad. Oops. It is what the fuck it is, dog. Like, shit, nigga, I fucked up. We fucked up, but I'm not gonna acknowledge the fact that I fucked up too. Hell yeah, I fucked up. I blew it, my nigga. In every situation, nigga, I don't mind where I fuck up at. At the end of the day, if you never acknowledge the fact that you did something wrong, you'll never do what it takes to improve. You can never solve a problem that you won't admit is a problem. Like that's the thing. Like, nigga, the first step to solving any problem is admitting and acknowledging the fact that there is a problem that needs to be solved. If you never acknowledge the fact that you make bad choices, you'll never improve on the choices that you make because you don't think you fucking up. That's the problem with having yes men around you. That's the problem with having a bunch of motherfuckers around you telling you you're doing the right thing all the fucking time. You think you just moving through life perfect because ain't nobody telling you, hey man, you fucking up. Hey man, you shouldn't have did that. Hey man, you need to do this. Hey man, you need to improve on this. Hey, you fucking up over here. You think you doing all the right shit because ain't nobody telling you fucking up. So you don't even realize there's problems that need solutions. You just thinking shit, nigga, all is well. Nigga, your motherfucking team is 0-35, but you thinking you balling the fuck out because you scoring 60 a game. Not realizing the reason you losing is because you don't pass. But you looking at your stats and you like, Yeah, nigga, I'm doing great, but your team suck. But everybody who's around you, nigga, they leeching off you, so they not gonna tell you a fuck up. And what you say, Luke Fly Talker? Shit, I'm going slow as fuck through these comments. Good character doesn't have to defend itself. Exactly. What you say, Riders? Best part about being grown is you don't have to lie. You live and learn. Exactly. What you say, unreachable people keep enablers around them and call the real ones haters. Exactly. That's why I don't do it, nigga. Like, if you can't tell me where I'm fucking up, you can't be around me, dog. Like, I would hate to have a motherfucker that's gonna yes me off a cliff. You gonna yes me into being a fucked up nigga. You gonna yes me into a fucked up situation. You know, you see me walking outside with a booger in my mustache, and you don't even tell me I got a booger in my mustache because you didn't want to offend me. You know, nigga, I got a piece of lettuce in my motherfucking teeth, and you didn't want to offend me, so you didn't tell me. Nigga, I got snot in my beard or some shit, my nigga. I got eye boogers and shit, my nigga. Like I got a motherfucking blotch on the side of my face, and you ain't even tell me because you don't want to offend me. Now I'm outside looking stupid. Like, nigga, that ain't no friend. And what you say, your mama always loved you unconditionally. Yeah, nigga, I say that shit all the time. The only unconditional love in the world is between a mother and a child. That's the only unconditional love. What you say, King D? Come on, man. What you say, real spill? You ain't even got no hair. Well, the thing is, oddly enough, when I had my barbershop, I had long ass hair. Nigga, when I had the barbershop, nigga, I had braids all down my back, my nigga. I had long ass hair when I had the barbershop. I've never needed a barber. The reason I started a barbershop is because I just felt like, number one, barbershops make money. I know a lot of barbers, and all the barbers that I know do very well financially. So I feel like if I have a barber shop, I'm gonna reap the benefits of the fact that barbershops make money. Number two, it's a business that I feel like it will be fun to have a barbershop. Every time I go to barbershops, I have fun. I don't even get my goddamn haircut, but I have great times in barbershops, my nigga. Whether we playing fucking video games, talking shit, or any of that shit. Like, I genuinely feel like a good percentage of black podcasts were started because of barbershop conversations. A whole lot of what black podcasting is just barbershop conversation. A whole lot of niggas come up with their topics for their fucking podcast off of shit that they came up with in barbershops. So I genuinely felt like having a barbershop would be like the dopest fucking business. I had the barbershop before I had my clothing line. Like, on some real shit, besides graphic design, the barbershop was the first real business that I could say that I started, my niggas. So, I got the barbershop just because I thought having a barbershop would be dope. It ain't had shit to do with my ability to cut hair, the haircuts that I ever had, because I ain't never been no haircut type of nigga. I've always been either bald or had long ass hair. And what you say, 12 Cal, the goal is to try. You got to try. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Exactly, 12 Cal. Cause like that's one of my motherfucking, like, literally mantras for life, dog. Like, I would rather try and fail than fail to try. Like, nigga, I have way more regrets for things that I didn't do than things that I failed at. Like, I walk around with my head up because of things that I've tried and failed. Because of things that I can genuinely say I did it. I tried it. Even if I failed. Like, the whole New York trip, my nigga. Like, this is something me and JP talked about when he picked me up from the airport. I was like, if I come out here to New York and I bomb every show, I'm quitting comedy. I could genuinely say I tried it, I did it, I did the best I could. It ain't for me. And I could walk around with my head held high because I can genuinely say that I gave it my best shot. I did the best that I could. My best wasn't enough, and that's cool. Long as I could say that I tried. Luckily, I went out there and killed it. So that's why I'm still doing comedy. But anything that I failed at, nigga, I could be proud. I'm proud of my failures. Like, the fact that I had a barbershop, I can say for 32 days I had a barbershop. I can say that I had that, my nigga. Like, hey, it didn't work, but shit, nigga, how many of y'all niggas could say y'all had one, even if it was a failure? I could live with my failure. You know, like I tell niggas, I would rather be Trinidad James than 99% of you niggas who rap. You know, I would rather be motherfucking Vanilla Ice, nigga, Young Jock. I'd rather be a one-hit wonder than a no-hit wonder, my nigga. I'd rather be that nigga that you only saw on TV one time. I'd rather get 15 minutes of fame than no fame. Some of y'all niggas ain't got no fame. Never, at no point in your life, have a camera ever been interested in seeing your motherfucking ass. And you over here talking down on the nigga because he only had one song. That one song better than all your shit. You know what you say, Hirsch? Dolly used to have the sugar-free phase. Oh, sugar-free press out back in the gap. Yeah, nigga, like, nigga, when we graduated high school, nigga, my shit was like, nigga, I had a Aaliyah hairstyle, nigga, at the motherfucking graduation, nigga. My shit was flowing, nigga. Like, eat my wedding picture and all that, nigga. I had to, nigga, I had long, luxurious hair, nigga. But again, I just felt like the barbershop would be dope to have, my nigga. And what you say, King D sports betting, that's where I'm at right now, man. I don't work. I run my own sports betting company full time. And so far, man, God has brought me here. And that's the fucking thing, dog. Like, that's the beauty of entrepreneurship. Like, you know, and like I always say, like the possibility of failure makes it that much more exciting. Like, success feels so much better with the understanding that failure is a possibility. Like, if we knew that starting a business would be a guaranteed win, we'd all be fucking entrepreneurs. Nobody would have a job if we all knew, you know. But the fact that motherfuckers understand that failure is a reality, that's what make that shit like a fly thing. That's why a lot of motherfuckers, when they hear that you're an entrepreneur, they give you those props of being the type of motherfucker that was willing to do something that a lot of us ain't willing to do. You know, like I said, my nigga, the 1% is the 1% because 99% are afraid to do what they do. They afraid to take them risks, my nigga. You know, like it's not a lot of motherfuckers out here that's literally willing to throw that job away and bet on theyself every day. You know, that's willing to say, look, nigga, I'm gonna do this. This is all I'ma do, nigga, 24/7. Nigga, this me. Nigga, if I don't kill, I don't eat, my nigga. You know, like, nigga, that takes fortitude, dog. Like, that's not no regular shit. That's commendable like a motherfucker, because a lot of motherfuckers ain't got the balls to do that shit. And what you say, Roddish recruit at the at the barber schools first, get business license and pay the rent up for months, open it back up, dog. I would need a staff to open up another barber shop, like on some real shit. Like, it would genuinely take, like, you know, really, like, number one, me being around the right people. Number two, me having the right approach. And number three, like, genuinely, dog, like, time. Like, because I got my hands in so many different things, like, it would be difficult for me to genuinely correctly run a barbershop. So at the point that I am in life right now, like, I would have to be damn near like an angel investor to a barbershop. Like, I would have to be in a minimal capacity. Like, at the time that I did the barbershop back in 2010, I only had one job and I was working 8-hour days. The same as when I started my clothing line. I had one job, I was working 8-hour days. I didn't have nothing going on outside of Deuce. You know, Deuce was a baby when I started the barbershop. But as far as, like, you know, when it comes to now, shit, I wouldn't be able to do everything that I did in that thing. Like, you know, when it came to that, like, nigga, I was creating flyers. I was doing promotion. I created like a Facebook page, Instagram page. Like, I was doing all type of shit, like, to put forth the infrastructure. You know, I was going to barber shops and trying to recruit barbers and shit like that. I didn't go to a barber school because I wanted to catch me like some good ass barbers who could put asses in them seats, like niggas who would bring clientele. You know, because that was one of my things. Like, I wanted to have barbers that already had clientele, because that's one thing that I do understand about barbers. They bring their clientele with them. If a barber work in a barber shop and then he decide to quit the barber shop and start cutting at home, all of his customers are gonna meet him at home. If he go to a barber shop across town, all his customers are gonna go across town with him. Like they not faithful to the shop, they faithful to the barber. So I was trying to get barbers that was already gonna bring their clientele in, so they can keep that booth rent paid. Like when you get niggas fresh out of school, they gotta build a clientele. And I personally didn't want to deal with that shit. Like I didn't want to catch a nigga fresh out of school who can't even really cut good, nigga. Now the barbershop empty because we got them old empty chair ass barbers. But one thing that I also know about, that I found out later as far as the business goes is one dope ass barber will keep your barbershop cracking. Because if they know they got one dope nigga that could cut real good and they see a bunch of niggas going in and out the barbershop, a lot of motherfuckers like, oh yeah, nigga, I heard they can cut up there. When in reality, it's three niggas who can't cut and one nigga who putting everybody on the motherfucking map. But again, I'm out of the barber game for now. Like, I got too much shit that I'm doing. Like, nigga, my 24-hour day is jam packed, dog. Like, literally. Yesterday when I got off work, I came home. Nigga, I probably slept from like 2 in the afternoon to like midnight, dog. Like legit. I slept like 10 hours, nigga. I probably stayed up till about 4 in the morning and fell asleep until noon. Like, nigga, on weekends, nigga, I probably be getting like literally, nigga, probably like 12, 13 hours of sleep at a time, nigga. Like on weekends, I be sleeping like 36 fucking hours, dog. Like I be pooped. Because during the week, nigga, I be running and gunning, my nigga. Like I get off work, come home, take a nap, go get my kids from school, kick it with them niggas for a minute, come back home, try to get another nap and take my motherfucking ass back to work. I'm trying to do shit with comedy. I'm trying to do shit with podcasting. Like I'm a busy ass nigga. So, any entrepreneurial endeavor that I get into, it's gonna have to be a collaborative effort with a nigga that got a whole lot of free time. And, I just put in money and information as I can. What do you say? I had a barbershop, I'm licensed, COVID killed it. Yeah, and that's the fucking thing too. Like, again, when it comes to entrepreneurship, like a whole lot of shit, circumstances is a motherfucker, dog. Like life be motherfucking life. And again, like when it comes to accountability, dog, like you gotta make your moves even when shit fucked up. Like I said, nigga, like shit is only gonna stay a failure if you allow it to stay a failure. Cause like even with my motherfucking what you call it, like even with my clothing line, I could start my clothing line again. My clothing line didn't stop because it wasn't selling. It stopped because it was fucking up my marriage. It stopped because social media, like me doing bullshit on social media, was fucking up a whole lot of what I had going on. So I deleted my social media, and social media is where I was marketing my clothing line. So it's like in order for me to successfully do my clothing line, I would have needed social media. And because I deleted social media, it was like I was working against myself. So I was like, fuck the clothing line. I'm cool, my nigga. And again, that shit was my fault, dog. I'm not blaming nothing on that shit. That shit was my fault. And again, if I want that shit bad enough, I'll get it back started. But that's how I go, my nigga. And what you say, 12 Cal? Yeah, let me know. I need a 7 Saturdays t-shirt for the summer. Dog, that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, if I had the time, I had 7 Saturdays motherfucking cracking, dog. Like, it's always motherfuckers asking for hats. It's always motherfuckers asking for t-shirts. Like, nigga, whenever on the rare time that I get them hats, nigga, I remember the last time I got the hats, I probably made about 50 hats. Nigga, by the time I had the hats in my possession, they were sold out. Like once I let niggas know that I had the hats, I was like, hey, nigga, I got a limited run. I got about 50 hats. Nigga, I think I had like 25 red. No, I had like, what was it? I think I had like 20, 20, and 10. I think I had like 20 red, 20 blue, 10 black. Them bitches was gone. Once I got them, they was gone. Like them motherfuckers was out of my hands. I feel like if I was to right now just do another limited run of 7 Saturdays, and I just did like 100 shirts and 100 hats, I have no doubt in my mind that I could have all that shit sold out within a fucking week. But again, like I don't have the time to do it effectively the way that I want to. Like because Teespring, shout out to them. But y'all see how Teespring be doing my merch, my nigga. Like every time I tell y'all to go get some merchandise at Too Much Game Podcast store, I got 1,000 niggas hitting me up. Compton City Movement. What's the motherfucking deal? I'm gonna be out there at the motherfucking open mic tonight, nigga. Once this show end, nigga, I'm out there to Compton, my nigga. I'm hitting that stage. It's the motherfucking deal. But what you say, the 7 Saturday shirts is slick. I need one too. Sell 7 Saturdays at your comedy shows. And see, that's what I'm saying, my nigga. Like, in order for me to effectively do 7 Saturdays, I have to have the time to go out there to LA because I get a lot of my shirts in LA. I get my embroidery done for my hats in LA. I get my hats in Ontario, California at this place called AutoCap because I get a real cool deal on the hats. I could get 100 of the motherfuckers for like maybe $300, something like that, like no tax and shit. Like there's ways I could do it, but it takes a whole lot of my time. So I'm not available to do it like that. So a whole lot of my business endeavors I had to put on hold because I got a lot of shit going on. Like I said, nigga, podcasting, comedy, fatherhood, work, things like that. Like it's hard to be an entrepreneur when your day is full of shit like that, my nigga. Like my job got good benefits. Like nigga, my kids got medical, dental, vision, and all that shit. Like, nigga, I can't let go of my job yet. Like, I can't afford that, nigga. My kids need Brownie just got her braces taken off. Deuce might need braces. Both these little niggas talking about they might need glasses now. So again, like as a grown ass man, like there's some shit that I gotta prioritize over other things. Like, and like I tell y'all all the time, like that's a lot of what I talk about on this fucking show. Even though today's episode is about accountability, a whole lot of what we talk about is your priorities, how you prioritize things. And again, the accountability that you gotta have for misappropriating your priorities. Having your priorities in the wrong spot a lot of time will put you in a fucked up position in life. A lot of why you are where you are in life is because of things that you prioritize over other things. You wasn't putting the right things in priority over bullshit. Nigga, you prioritize some stupid shit over something that was important. And that's why you lost what was important over some dumb shit. Same when it comes to relationships. You prioritize some pussy on the side over that healthy relationship that you had in your home. That's why you lost that. When it come to business, my nigga, you prioritize how some shit looked over how some shit that really works actually works. That's why your business failed. Instead of taking your profit and putting it back into your business, you took your profit to make it look like it was something that it wasn't. You took your profit and try to, put it in your pocket instead of putting it back in your business. And that's why your business failed. And what you say, Compton City Movement. I work for a middle school. I'm working on dropping more merchandise. If I'm not mistaken, I got one of y'all motherfucking sweatsuits in my bedroom right now. I got a Compton sweatsuit in my motherfucking bedroom. And I'm sure it's from y'all on some real shit while bullshitting. I got some of y'all merch. And I think I got one of them baseball shirts. I bought that shit a couple years back. And what you say, Tay Miles, amen to that, and that's the fucking thing. Like again, dog, like, you got to take accountability for how you prioritize things, how you spend your time. Like I personally, I'm real big on that because like I always say, like, I just got NBA 2K25 right now, my nigga. That shit like $25 on the fucking on the little store or whatever, like in the game stores. I was like, oh, $25, that's cool. My nigga Brandon should know what's the deal. But I know I'm not gonna be able to play that game like that. Like, nigga, I got too much important shit going on. So I'm only really gonna be able to play that game like 30 minutes, 45 minutes out of the fucking week. I might be able to get one game in every now and then. That's why I only spend $20 on that shit. I'm not paying $80 for that damn game, and I'm not finna be playing it like that. I can't justify that. Again, like nigga, I gotta take accountability for the decisions that I make. I gotta take accountability for the priority that I have. So when it comes to how I spend my time, I'm gonna spend 12 hours a day at work because I have to. That's how I feed my family. I'm gonna spend as much time with my kids as I can because that's my legacy. That's the most important thing in the world to me. So I make sure to get that time in with they motherfucking ass, even if it's short, even if it's just that time that I'm picking them up from school and just getting them either here or to their mama house, my nigga. I have to prioritize. That shit is important, dog. Like as a father, like, like I understand how it is to wish your daddy was there and him not be there. And this ain't even me shading my dad. Like, he had to do what he had to do. He lived the life that he lived. But at the same time, like, nigga, I know how it is as a kid to want to spend some time with your daddy and you can't. So, nigga, I do the best that I can to get them niggas as much time as I can. That shit is motherfucking important. So when it come to video games and little leisurely things that I can be doing, a lot of that shit gotta go all the way to the back because I never want my kids to think, oh man, daddy love that game more than he love us. Or, daddy love the podcast more than he love us. Or, daddy love comedy more than he love us. Nigga, I'll be way doper in comedy if I was to put comedy above some shit. But I can't. Because my kids is the most important thing in the world to me. So when it comes to a whole lot of shit, nigga, there's some time I'm just not gonna give to certain shit. And again, like when it come to you as a man or you as a woman, you as a grown up, you have to be solid in your decisions that you make. Like you got to be comfortable with the fact that there's some shit in your life that's gonna suffer because of other shit. Like, I'm okay if I don't become the comedian that I want to because I had to spend that time with my kids. I'm okay with podcasting not doing what it could do because I had to work. I'm okay missing out on a lot of leisurely things. I'm okay missing out on parties. I'm okay with missing out on shows. I'm cool with that. My bills had to get paid. My kids had to get taken care of. Brownie had a basketball game. Deuce had something going on. I had to take my kids to the dentist or to the doctor or to, like to the optometrist. I don't mind missing out on some shit because my priorities in order. Because I will much more regret all that other shit suffering because of some stupid shit. Oh man, I had a show, so I missed the graduation. Oh man, I had they had the Harley run in Arizona, so I missed Brownie's, dance recital. Nah, I'm cool. Like I said, my nigga, the opinions of my kids matter. Nigga, I do not like hearing my kids say that there's something that I thought was more important than them. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, I want my kids to always know, nigga, no matter what, y'all come first. Y'all come before anything. No matter what it may be, comedy, I'm gonna miss out on the comedy because my kids. I'm gonna miss out on the podcast because of my kids. Like if it's them, I'm missing out on everything, and I don't mind, my nigga. Like there's niggas who I see right now in comedy. I feel like I'm way funnier than them. I feel like I'm way better on stage than they are, and they're ahead of me because they're doing it way more than I am. They're on stage way more than me, and that's okay because I'm doing cool in real life. Like I tell motherfuckers that shit all the time. Like, I don't look on social media and get jealous of what these niggas got going on because I know what I got going on and I'm comfortable with that. I'm cool with my bills being paid. I'm cool with the little car I drive. Cool with the little house I live in. I'm cool with my little living situation. I'm cool. I see my kids every day. Like I'm happy with that. Okay, your car better than mine. That's cool. Your jewelry shinier than mine. That's cool. You do more comedy. You go to more parties. You fuck more bitches. Like, okay, that's cool. But I'm doing great, my nigga. So I'm not jealous. I don't have no reason to be jealous of another nigga. Because like I tell y'all all the time, like you shouldn't envy another nigga life because you don't know how many dicks he had to suck to get what he got. There's a lot of motherfuckers doing a lot of shit you're not willing to do to get what they have. They're sacrificing things you not willing to get rid of to have what they have. There's a lot of shit they got going on that you don't want going on. There's some shit in they life going on that you would hate to have. There's some shit that they did to get what they got that you would not trade to have what they have. Like niggas, sometimes like Lil Durk lost a lot of family members, brothers, cousins, close friends, and shit like that. I wouldn't want to sacrifice all of those people close to me in order for me to have financial success. Like there's a lot of celebrities that got fucked up relationships with their whole family. I wouldn't want that just for financial success. As bad as I want to be rich, there's a lot of shit that I won't do to get rich, my nigga. And what you say, 12 car, the little car that you have. Yeah, man, I got a little car, I got a little RC car outside, my nigga. It ain't much. There's niggas with better cars than me, nigga. There's niggas with multiple cars. I only got one car, shit. There's niggas got 4, 5 cars. Shout out to them. Not my life, my nigga. Same with the Harley. Shit, I was cool when I had the motherfucker, but I was also cool getting rid of that motherfucker. It wasn't nothing but a status symbol, and the shit was costing me too much money. So, like I say, nigga, like I couldn't prioritize that. I couldn't justify having that shit because it was a waste of money. It was a waste of time. I had a lot going on in my life that motherfucking Harley was taken away from. So that motherfucker had to go. Like again, like as an adult, you have to be solid in the decisions that you make. Like you got to understand the importance of certain things. Like, did I love riding my Harley? Hell yeah. I had a ball riding that motherfucker. Pause. Like I had a phenomenal time, nigga, getting out there on the highway, getting out there, it's 5, 6 of us on the road. I was in a motorcycle club, I'm out there with my club brothers. We going to clubhouses, pulling up at the functions, all the bitches looking and shit. Like, nigga, that shit was fun. But, I had more important things going on in my life. So I had to let that shit go. Again, like you got to take accountability for the things in life that you do and the things that you miss because of the things that you choose to engage in. Like there's some shit in my life that if I would have prioritized that, other things would have suffered. There's some shit in my life that can't suffer. Nigga, comedy will suffer before my kids will. My kids ain't never gonna suffer because of comedy. My kids ain't never gonna suffer because of podcasting. My kids ain't never gonna suffer because of sex. Like it's no romantic relationship that I'm gonna have with no woman that I'm gonna put over my relationship with my kids. Like again, that's the shit in my life that was like, nigga, never. If how I am with my kids is a problem for me and you in a romantic relationship, bitch, leave me the fuck alone. Because like I said, with the examples that I've had in my life, I got things in my life that I felt like I'm gonna emulate that. And then I had things in my life that I felt like I wasn't gonna do that shit. Like one thing in my life that I knew for a fact, like, nigga, I'ma emulate that. Nigga, my mom never put no nigga over me. Like my mom, the kids was always first over everything. I was like, shit, nigga, that's how I'm gonna be, nigga. I put my kids over every motherfucking thing. There's nothing in my life that's gonna come before Deuce and Brownie, period. Everything is suffer for them niggas. And that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, I'm happy with that. If I lose you because of them, I'm happy to lose you. If I'm happy to if I lose in comedy because of them, I'm happy to lose in comedy. Because the only thing that matters to me is how they view me, how they turn out, how they become adults in life. Anything outside of that, nigga, give a fuck. And what you say, there's value and scarcity sometimes pop out when you can and keep winning. Exactly. And like that's an episode that I've done multiple times. Like a lot of the reason a lot of motherfuckers don't treat you the way you want to be treated, a lot of the reason motherfuckers don't give you the respect that you feel like you deserve is because you're too accessible to them. Nigga, anything that's given too freely won't be appreciated. Like how they talk about things that appreciate and depreciate with value. Things appreciate when they become scarce. A Picasso painting, they're very rare. That's why they're very valuable. You know, a painting that they printing up at the motherfucking gas station when there's thousands of them, they don't appreciate with value because I could get one of these motherfuckers anywhere. You know, same with you as a person. If I know that you gonna answer every time I call, if I go to a party, I'ma see you there. If I go to the bar, I'ma see you there. If every time I'm outside, you outside, I'm not gonna have no appreciation for your presence. You know, anything that's given away too freely will be taken for granted, my nigga. You know, like the analogy that I use with like fresh water, clean water. In the United States, we got so much clean water, we piss and shit in it. You look in the toilet right now, nigga, it's water that you can see clear to the bottom. And we pissing and shitting in it because we got so much of it. And there's other countries where, you know, like nigga, a clean glass of water is like, oh shit. They got some clean motherfucking water right there, nigga. You know, like they don't have as much clean, clear water as we got, nigga. We pour that shit on the ground, water the grass like it ain't nothing. We don't give a fuck. We got plenty of this shit. We don't appreciate it, even though water is the most valuable resource on the fucking planet, my nigga, next to oxygen, dog. You know, but because we have so much, we take that shit for granted. You know, and that's with anything, my nigga. You could be an amazing ass woman, cook, clean, suck dick, fuck, all that amazing shit, my nigga. But if a nigga know that he can treat you however he want to treat you and you'll still be around, he's gonna take you for granted. You know, if he know that even though he don't do nothing for you, he don't buy you nothing, he ain't nice to you, he don't compliment you, he don't kick it with you, he don't answer the phone when you call, but you still there, he's gonna take you for granted. You know, because you're too accessible. You know, like I tell people, me, I'm not no accessible motherfucker. Like nigga, my presence is always gonna be appreciated because you know, if you know me, you know. I don't answer my phone if I don't want to be motherfucking bothered. I don't answer my phone if I'm unavailable or if I'm busy. You know, same with niggas on social media. Nigga, I post about 20 stories in a row. Then I get off that motherfucker. You can't contact me until I want to be contacted, my nigga. I don't want nobody in my life feeling like, oh nigga, I'm gonna call Dola. I know Dola gonna answer. No, the fuck Dola won't. Only motherfuckers that can say, I know my daddy, my kids, Deuce and Brownie. Deuce and Brownie know, nigga, anytime they call my phone, they get an answer. They gonna hear my motherfucking voice. I don't give a fuck what I'm doing or where I'm at. I'm available to them. But anybody else, shit, nigga, you'll get me when you motherfucking get me. Cause I'm only gettable when I want to be got, my nigga. Like, nigga, I'm not your motherfucking genie. Nigga, you ain't finna rub the lamp 3 times and I'ma pop up out that motherfucker. Because that's how you end up getting taken for granted. You know, with niggas and females. Like, nigga, I don't want no female feeling like, oh, that's just Anthony. No. You know, like I tell y'all, motherfucker, like, nigga, you should treat yourself like a motherfucking holiday. The reason everybody's excited when Christmas come around, because Christmas only comes around one time. And when it comes, it's amazing. That's the same way your motherfucking ass should be. Like, nigga, when motherfuckers see me at a function, when motherfuckers see me at a party, oh shit, that nigga Dolemite here, nigga. Oh damn, Dolemite here. And I'm not no motherfucker. I ain't the life of the party. I don't dance. Nigga, I don't throw my hands in the air like I just don't care. But because they don't never see me out, it's like, oh shit, Dolemite here, nigga. This party must be cracking. Dolemite came to this motherfucker. But if I'm at all the parties, I don't give a fuck if I dance, rap, sing. I'm the DJ. I bring 62 bitches with me. Like, oh man, that's Dolemite, man. You know, watch, he finna do the dance. Watch. Oh, that's Dolemite. Yeah, that's him. You know, in the black Rolls Royce. Yeah, that's him. They hopped out with the 20 bitches. But they not finna be excited because they knew you was gonna be there. You always get taken for granted when they know, like, nigga, all you gotta do is rub the lamp, the genie gonna pop out. Nah, nigga, I ain't one of them, dog. You know, like I treat my presence like it's a gift because it is. You know, so you know that's just what it is with me, dog. And you know, like I'm at the hour. So to put a bow on all this shit, my nigga, you know, keep your motherfucking priorities important because how you prioritize everything in your life will be the results that you get in life. You know, nigga, the things that you prioritize might cause other things in your life to suffer. So make sure that the things that you prioritize are the things that are important. And the things that are some bullshit are allowed to suffer, my nigga. Because a lot of times that's why you are where you're at in life. You have to take accountability and responsibility for where you put those priorities, how you spend your time, who you spend your time with, the things that you deem to be important, the things that you spend your money on. All that is important in the places that you are in life, the information that you receive, you know, the people that you take information from, the things that you spend time learning about, the things you spend time not learning about. You know, the things that you don't know nowadays in 2025 in the information age, anything that you don't know is your fucking fault, because we're in a time where you can literally learn anything easily. We got so much access to information. So if there's something you don't know, nigga, that's your fault. All it take is a simple Google search. Nigga, nowadays we got this goddamn AI, chat GPT, and all this shit, where all you gotta do is ask chat GPT, nigga, and it's gonna lay it all out for you. This motherfucker give you a whole workout plan. So if you want to work out, you don't even need a fucking personal trainer no more. You go on chat GPT and put, give me a weekly workout regimen for a person that's 5'7", 240 pounds, and I'm trying to get down to 116 pounds. Give me a workout plan for the week, and that motherfucker will type it all out for you. Anything you can't do is your fucking fault. Anything that you don't have is your fucking fault. You know, the sooner you realize your role in the luck that you have in life, the better off you'll be in life, my nigga. And I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolemite, of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support me financially, you know, if you felt like the show was good, you can cash at me at Uncle Dolemite, Uncle Dolemite. And what you say, Luke Fly Talker? Hillman Talk done took off for that reason alone. I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna have to look that shit up. But, you know, like I said, my nigga, support the squad, Townhouse Media, Town E House Media, patreon.com/Townhouse Media, Sports for You Podcast, Sports number 4, letter U Podcast, Sports for You Wrestling. Shout out to all the podcasters in this motherfucker. Y'all niggas follow the 12 Cal Podcast, the Rap Soul Podcast, I Could Talk About This All Day Podcast with Britt. You know, shout out Shan. Shan wasn't in this motherfucker, but shout out Shan anyway. ShanBPodding.com. All her podcasts is on there. So just go to her motherfucking website. You'll find all that shit. Baylor, BTG for President Podcast. Open Run with BTG. Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Real Spill Podcast on YouTube. Who else was in this motherfucker? You know, shout out King D Sports Betting. That nigga up in this motherfucker. Pause. You know, shout out everybody in the motherfucking comment section. Y'all niggas follow me on social media at Uncle Dolemite everywhere. Uncle Dolly Jokes on Instagram. Yo mama boyfriend on TikTok, even though I ain't on that motherfucker. What else? My YouTube pages. Uncle Dolemite on YouTube. That's where I put my comedy shit. I might be putting another setup on there soon. Not sure yet, depending on how I feel. But yeah, nigga, that's it. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game.